Hi, what's going on, guys? Everybody. This is DJ with 2 Raw Gaming, bringing you another video. Like I said in the last video, we are covering the June Furutani interview that he just recently did, and yeah. So let's go ahead and look at this. This was translated, I guess, anyways, by this guy on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So here it is right here. It says if you want daily Dragon Ball content, don't forget to follow my other account, Daily Budokai, which I have not seen, but here is that. Just gonna scroll through it for a little bit. Yeah, go back. All right, cool. It says new interview with June Furutani, the producer of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So there's just pretty much screenshots here, and we will go down the list here. So it says, Mr. Furia, what kind of career path did you take for a project? He said I was involved in management of Dragon Ball Fighters. Awesome. Also, I've worked as a producer for ported titles. This is the first time I have served as a producer for a Dragon Ball game title, so that's cool. It says this is a Dragon Ball game, fans, but as a fan, I hope it will also be a gateway to Dragon Ball. This is a game for Dragon Ball. Oh, I get what he's saying. He's hoping that non-Dragon Ball fans will pick this game up and be like, oh shit, I need to check out this anime, which is cool. It says, first of all, it's a game and it's called the Sparking series, so I think that people who like Sparking will definitely enjoy it. On top of that, we are developing it as a work for Dragon Ball fans, so that even if you have one favorite character, you can enjoy it. People who don't know Dragon Ball may not understand why there are so many characters, but I want them to know that the world of Dragon Ball is that wide, which it is. I mean, we have OG, we have Z, we have GT, we have Super, Daima, Super Dragon Ball Heroes before Super Dragon Ball Heroes was, I guess, changed to Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and now we have the Divers shit coming out, which may introduce more characters. We have characters like Few and all those fucking jabronis. Let's see. Is there a search function for the custom battles published online? Yes, you will be able to search by difficulty level, various conditions, and tags. We are currently making adjustments, so that's cool. You could just probably, I wonder if you'll be able to like type in someone's username or something like that and just pop it up like that. You said there would be unlockable elements, but what do you imagine them to be? Will you save up points and purchase them? Some elements can be unlocked by collecting points, and some can be unlocked by clearing episode battles. Yes! That's what we needed to know. As I mentioned earlier, some can be unlocked in extra battles. Yo, unlocking characters through story mode pretty much is back, and I am all for that. Like, if every character was a DLC, bro, like, I mean, of course this was already known, but if every character was a DLC, that would fucking suck. For custom battles, is it possible to publish just a scenario? No, you can't. The main focus is on the battles, and you can create a little scenario. Conversely, you can choose not to set any lines and just have the battles. After that, we want players to enjoy it freely. As a result, the battles may be a bonus and the scenarios may be the main focus. I don't know what will happen after the release, but if that happens, I think it's fine if people enjoy it. He's pretty much saying enjoy the custom battles any way you feel like enjoying them. If you want to focus mainly on like the cutscenes and stuff and have the battle itself, like the gameplay, like be secondary, like go ahead and do it. If you want to do it the opposite way, go ahead and do that. Enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. As far as custom battles, it seems like it will be difficult to develop, especially the dialogue editing. Even though you can only use set words, it seems like users will be able to slip through holes. We try to avoid that as much as possible, and we want everyone to treat Dragon Ball with love. However, depending on the situation, we think that the management will have to deal with such cases. At first glance, it looks like you've just changed it to a first-person perspective, but in reality, you have to create parts that don't need to be visible in a normal movie scene, so it actually takes a lot of work, doesn't it? That's right. With normal cuts, you can lie about the direction. Normally, you can put characters in impossible positions. However, since the direction requires switching between the normal camera and the subjective point of view in real time, it was actually a very difficult challenge. Because of this, it was limited to a few scenes, but so the switching to the first person is only limited to a few scenes, like Goku, like seeing the special mechanic come towards you. I wonder if Gohan will you be able to switch like a first person view of Gohan and Cell Kamehameha battle. Is that why you added first person perspective to the movie scenes to add some accent? That's part of it, but as a result, we placed emphasis on role play. We wanted people to experience what Goku was feeling at the time. So, again, same thing with the Gohan and Cell thing. I'm pretty sure that'll probably be like a huge thing. Goku. Oh, yo, I just thought of it. Goku hitting Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb in first person. Oh my, that's gonna hit, right? It's gonna hit. And sparking Meteor. I'm sure there were. Oh, I'm sorry. The episode battles also depict what-if scenarios, but was this adopted because it was so popular in the Sparking series? In Sparking Meteor, I'm sure there were players who enjoyed the exciting what-if scenarios, wondering what would happen if I could defeat a strong enemy. Of course, reliving a story you already know is fun in itself, but for example, in this game, when you become able to control Goku well in the fight against Raditz and overcome the battle with a strong enemy, an experience you've never seen before awaits you. Goku's episode battle will be depicted from Raditz of the Tournament of Power. The fact that characters such as Dragon Ball Superhero will appear in DLC means that the characters participating are not limited to that, right? For example, the original Dragon Ball anime. I'm sorry, that also relates to the characters, so I can't really answer that question. All I can say is that if you choose Goku as the main character in the episode battle, you can enjoy the series from... Okay, so he's pretty much saying he can't talk about the characters. I don't know why. But I like that they asked him. I like that they tried to get him to kind of confirm the OG Dragon Ball characters in the game. He says he can't talk about it though, so I guess it's just something we're gonna have to wait and find out. Let's see. In the character selection for the demo, Android 18 was a normal one, while Android 17 had the Sparking mark and was wearing the super costume. Oh, I'm sorry, I said Sparking. Super mark and wearing a super costume. Is it possible to change costumes in the game? I can't tell you about the characters, however, just like in previous games, there are some characters who can change their costumes if they want to fight in this costume at the time. Again, it's just can't confirm characters. So for characters whose performance don't change much between Z, but there are no super versions, but there are super costumes. That might happen or it might not. The costumes change depending on the situation and damage. Again, you can't tell if they're super versions or not. Which, you know, I don't know. I don't know why. So the system inspired by Dragon Ball. I heard the direction of this game is aiming for is not a highly competitive battle. If you're familiar with the series, you'll understand that the battles in this game are like, let's play Dragon Ball, but I think that feeling is hard to convey to new players. That's exactly right. I want you to think of a fighting action game where you could play Dragon Ball. I'm sure some fans have their own preferences, like when this move comes, you should return it with this move, not avoid it. The appeal of this game that you can perform these actions with your own hands as much as possible. However, it's not a casual game, and you can enjoy deep tactics as you improve your skills. We are not throwing away the balance of the battles, so we are currently adjusting it so that you can enjoy online battles for a long time. However, unlike esports titles, we don't have the idea of emphasizing fairness between characters. Instead, we place importance on the character's personality. In other words, if you choose a character like Broly, and someone chooses a character like Krillin, I'm sorry. You can expect to get bodied. You can expect to get bodied if you're that Krillin character. That's pretty much what he's saying. But he's also saying you still need skill to play the game. You need skill to play any game, right? Like, I'm not gonna be Broly and then my 4-year-old son's gonna be Krillin and he's gonna beat me. Like, that's not gonna happen. Or I'm not gonna be Krillin and he's gonna be Broly and he's gonna beat me, because I'm gonna body him with Krillin because he's 4 and he don't know how to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna sit there and try to play, but I'm gonna body him. You know, like, we're gonna hop in the hyperbolic time chamber and I'm gonna destroy him. Let's see. This series is a game where if you don't defend well, you're often attacked one-sidedly. I felt that the introduction of Revenge Counter made it easier to defend. That's true, but if anything, it's the result of emphasizing the action in Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, there are scenes where you can counter-attack even after being attacked and land a counter. We introduced this new system based on the opinion that it's what Dragon Ball is all about. Also, up until now, Kamehameha waves were not repelled in the game, but we thought that Dragon Ball is all about being able to bounce back Kamehameha waves. He's not lying. And so we created a system where you can prepare for various attacks and counter attack. Kamehameha such as the Ultimate Blast released in Sparking state cannot be bounced, but this system will allow you to enjoy more Dragon Ball-like action. It says Kamehameha such as the Ultimate Blast released in Sparking, and the Sparking state cannot be bounced. So I guess the ultimate attack is what he's talking about. When I tried the game, I was very happy that as a fan, I felt that it was very essence of Sparking. There are some new actions, such as short dashes, but the basics seem to follow the feel of the series. Thank you. I wanted to enjoy the fun of Sparking as it is, so I tried to make a few changes as possible to the base system. I'm relieved that the reaction on top of that, we were super revenge counter and super identification to increase the range. What is super identification? The field is much larger than before, and we've added short dash to allow for more detailed actions. As for the new elements, they are elements used in battle between advanced players, but we've added them to allow players to enjoy a deeper Dragon Ball experience. What is super identification? Let's see. Even though it branched out into Raging Blast, there was a gap for about 17 years, and I feel that the perfection of Sparking Meteor was too high. What is the actual situation? We believe that Sparking Meteor, which is of course Tenkaichi 3, is extremely well made, both in terms of the range of action and the number of characters. Since then, the technology, platforms, and other aspects of the environment have evolved significantly over the years, so we felt that if we made the latest installment in the Sparking series in the current environment, it would surely surpass the previous installment, and we were able to finally take the plunge. Pretty much saying Sparking was like one of the better perfect games that they had made, so they felt like they just wanted to leave it alone. They didn't want to, like, I guess, tarnish the Tenkaichi name, but with like PS5 and everything like that, like the advancements in graphics, they felt like, hey, why not bring it back? So makes sense. Let's see, as an action game, I think Raging Blast series was a spiritual sequel to Sparking. Judging from the title, it's a sequel to Sparking after all. That's right. The Raging Blast series is a series that was made in different direction from the Sparking series while inheriting the fun of action. By the way, I love Raging Blast, so no Raging Blast slander. We had heard from fans that they wanted to play a new Sparking series, so we decided to take on Sparking this time. So Raging Blast is pretty much the same thing as the older Tenkaichi games. It's just different name with some of the key elements still left in there. If you haven't played Raging Blast, go play Raging Blast. It's fun. Ooh, excuse me. And it when you think about it, Sparking Zero is just pretty much Raging Blast 3 and Tenkaichi 4 mixed together, which is cool. Let's see. Dragon Ball has a very wide fan base, including the generation that was directly affected by the original manga, the generation that was born with Dragon Ball Kai, and the generation that grew up with the release of Dragon Ball Super. That's correct. Like, I started off with Dragon Ball Z, went back to Dragon Ball, watched all of that, watched all of Z, of course, watched GT. It is what it is. I don't really care for GT too much. Watched Super. I just actually started on Kai, and the only reason I did that is because my little cousin, my little cousin was not a Dragon Ball fan, and he recently came to me and was like, "Oh man, I just started watching Dragon Ball." I'm like, "Oh cool, where'd you start at?" He's like, "Oh, I started on Kai," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, you know," and like it hit me at that point. It's like, yo, like there's different generations of like where people started off for Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Like he started off with Kai, which is still Z minus all the filler. So I just think that's cool. On the other hand, there's also a generation that is not very familiar with Dragon Ball. From the perspective of the game, what do you think about the fan base? If you like any of the Dragon Ball games, we aim to make it enjoyable. Sparking Meteor was released about 17 years ago, and I think it was mainly aimed at the generation that was first exposed to the original manga and watched Dragon Ball Z. That's correct. I think players of that generation can get into this game as well. Oh, definitely. That's what this is for. That's we wanted this. And fans of Dragon Ball Super will also enjoy it, of course. I know a lot of people that started on Super, and they're like in their 20s and stuff, and they just absolutely fell in love with it. And like that shit just makes me happy because I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. Extra questions. In the episode battle movies, you can enjoy some scenes from a subjective perspective, but are there perspectives other than Goku's? Perspective of the main character chosen in the episode battle So there may be others beside Goku. However, cannot reveal who the he can't reveal who the other main characters are. Vegeta and Gohan, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be in there. I'm trying to think like who could have like episode battles. Vegeta, Gohan, maybe Piccolo. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I remember them saying it was to be a total of 8. So it is. I couldn't tell you who I would think the other 4 would be. However, we cannot reveal who the other main characters are, so please wait for further information to find out whose perspective you will be able to see. How many movie scenes will be from the perspective of the main character? This is a mode for enjoying battle, so it is limited to some scenes. Makes sense. Is it possible to follow the story of Dragon Ball Super in this game? I think you can follow the flow of the story, but it unfolds as if some scenes were cut out, rather than being able to enjoy it. To enjoy the story from 1 to 10, the details are digested, and you get to relive the surroundings of each battle. Okay. So that's it for, well, that's all he has up here. I think there was more to it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, because I had saved a bunch of shit. Let's see. Is it this one? No, that's not the one I was looking for. Is it this one? Oh, I think it's the same one I just clicked on. Yep, sure is. So battle Radix. I'm sorry, you can't say nothing. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That just. Hold on. I'd be saving a bunch of stuff, bruh. Is there? Oh, okay. Here's another one. I thought it was clear when you asked me at the beginning. Is there online play like cooperative mode? No. So you can't do raids. No raids. It's not a casual game. I already saw that. This is dope. These are some toys that are coming out or whatever. This one right here. What is DP? Each character has a DP call set, and this time create a character with a DP limit of 15 points and compete. I don't know if this is going to be just an extra online mode, or if this will actually be like how you play online mode, which is just limited to 15 points. If you guys don't know, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi has a, if you go into like the battles, it has like DP battle, and in DP battle, what it is each character is assigned certain points. The stronger the character, the higher the points. So like, let's say you go in, Broly has 10 points, right? You choose Broly, that means you only have 5 points left to spend in order to create your team or whatever. And let's say you find let's say you go to Krillin has 2 points. Now you've used up 12 points, then you only got 3 points to spend. That's kind of the gist of that. Let's go to Sparking Zero News just to kind of see if they have anything here before I end the video. Of course, the trailer dropped. We already did a video on that. This is the reason why the timing is a little different. This trailer will also premiere at Gamescom in Brazil. That's why the timing is okay. Nope, that's it. That is it. That's everything. Of course, we have the early access, which is October the 8th. I'm so excited. But yeah. So anyways, that is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.